Spill prevention and control. Agenda. Regulatory requirements. Spill prevention. Procedure in the event of a spill. Emergency contacts. ERT. Incidents. And reporting. Regulatory requirements. GHS. Global Harmonization System. Environmental Protection Act. Spill prevention and contingency planning information. Regulation 224/07. Air pollution, local air quality, regulation 419/05. ISO 14001, 2004. Preventing spills. Use approved containers for chemicals. GHS training. Prominently display emergency contact numbers. Store only necessary amounts of chemicals. Store away from drains and exits. Report minor leaks before they grow. Emergency Response Team, or ERT. All production team leaders, all production managers, all maintenance. Incidents. Coolant spills over 10 liters require an incident report. Check SDS, contain, dispose. Other spills to be contained and disposed as per MOE requirements. See instructions in the first aid room in ERT binder. Regulatory updates will be forwarded as required. Process flow. This document is posted on the Environmental Information Board. Identify. Minor spills. Identify the release using caution and ensuring that appropriate safety equipment is worn. Consult the SDS for products spilled. If safe to do so, prevent entry into sewers, waterways, and drains by using drain covers or other practical supplies. Utilize spill kit components. Determine appropriate waste disposal actions. Identify major spills or growing minor spills. Safely try to confine the incident from a distance using diking, diverting, and damming containment techniques. If spill occurs indoors, ventilate the affected area by opening windows and doors to the outside, while closing any doors leading to other areas of the building. If the material involved in a fire cannot be extinguished, activate the fire alarm, evacuate the building, and wait for the trained fire department to attend to the situation. Ensure that the environmental management representative is notified immediately. Tools. Spill kit locations. Outside the oil room in Plant 1. Battery charging station in Plant 1. Oil storage area in Plant 2. And the shipping office in Plant 2. Please remember, SDS sheets are located on the Internet homepage. If you cut the seal on one of the spill kits, notify the EHS Facilities Department so that the supplies can be replenished. Spill response procedure. Stopping flows and plugging leaks. Closing valves, tightening bungs if safe to do so. Avoid walking into or through the product. Use spark explosion-proof bung wrenches or long-handled screwdriver if flammable or spark-sensitive materials are involved. Procedures. Repositioning of containers. Rotate, reposition a drum so that the leak point is above the fluid level. Plugging leaks. Rubber plugs. Leaks from pipes, rubber bungs, plugs, stoppers, clamps, and vice grips. Covering drains. To cover drains, manholes, and indoor floor drains, use rubber mats. Procedure. Applying absorbents or neutralizing agents. Collection for disposal. Contain the spill with absorbents such as a granular dried clay or dry sand by forming a low 4-inch high ring around the liquid in as small an area as possible. Working towards the center of the spill, cover the liquid with absorbent. This will reduce the emission of vapors. Allow the absorbent to soak up the liquid. Working evenly around the spill area, slowly push or sweep the absorbent towards the center, soaking up the liquid as you go. Use spark-proof tools, i.e. a plastic shovel, if flammable or spark-sensitive materials are involved. Put down additional absorbent if necessary to soak up any leftover liquid. Sweep absorbent onto shovel and transfer to a suitable, sealable container for later disposal if required. You may need to wash the stained surface with an appropriate solvent, if spilled oil. To reduce a slip hazard, the disposal containers should be closed, labeled, and dated. Containers should then be transferred to a waste storage site. Procedure. Containment and cleanup. Spills may occur as a result of leaks from pipelines, storage, or shipping containers, and during transfer operations. Whatever the cause, the area of impact can be minimized with several containment techniques. Before performing these techniques, place a suitable container i.e. a pail, if appropriate, to catch the material at the source before it reaches the ground. Release of vapors will be reduced by closing valves and covering spills. Procedure: use of the spill reporting form. For use by emergency response team members. First on the scene. Proper completion of the spill reporting form provides a list of the steps which should be taken and the information which will be required to report emergencies. The procedures described in this form shall only be attempted by associates trained for the emergency response team. The completed form shall be returned to the environmental management representative. Example of a spill reporting form. Contact list. Communication steps. Minor spills. You directly report to your team leader, a manager, or EHS management. For major spills, you directly report to your team leader, manager, or first point of contact on site. If none of the first point contacts are on site, report to the second point. Thank you for helping to keep our environment free from spills.